Here we have a SAT math question on linear functions. Okay, let's go over the question. Here we have a table of values for x and f of x. So the selected values of a function shown in the table above represent a linear function. Which of the following equals to f of 10? Okay, here we can solve this problem in two ways. One is we can do this problem manually. That is, we can check the table for the values of x and values of x. That is, for every unit increase in the value of x, what's happening in the value of f of x. So based on that, we can find f of 10 manually. Otherwise, what we can do is we can get a linear function based on the values we have for x and f of x, and then we can solve for f of 10. Okay, let me do it in the first way. Okay, here for every increase in the unit of value of x, what's happening in the value of x? So when the value of x is increased from 1 to 2, that is by 1 unit, so the value of f of x is increased by 4 units, that is from 6 to 10. Again, if the value of x is increased from 2 to 3, that is by 1 unit, so the value of f of x increases by 4 units, that is from 10 to 14. So we just have to continue the same pattern up to f of 10, that is up to x equals to 10, because here we have 10 for x. Okay, so when x equals to 5, what value do we have for f of x? It's 22. Then if x is increased from 5 to 6, what will be the value of f of x? It will be increased by 4 units. So 22 positive 4 will be 26. When x equals to 7, it will be 30. When x equals to 8, it will be 34. And when x is equal to 9, it will be 38. And when x is equal to 10, it will be 42. So for every 1 unit increase in the value of x, f of x increases by 4 units. So in that way, when x equals to 10, we get f of x equal to 42. That is, the value of f of 10 equals to 42. Okay, here the value 10 for x, it's not far away from the last value of x in the table 5. So that's why we can follow this method. So otherwise, we may have to get a linear function based on the values we have for x and f of x in the table and solve for f of 10. Okay, let's see how it is. Okay, so for that, let's consider y instead of f of x in the table. So then it will become a point, that is for x we have 1 and for y we have 6. So 1 comma 6 is one of the points we have for the linear function. And we can consider another point 2 comma 10 for the linear function. Okay, we can consider this 1 comma 6 as x1 y1 and this 2 comma 10 as x2 y2. So using these 2 points, we can find the slope of the linear function. So the formula to find the slope of a linear function when 2 points are given is y2 negative y1 over x2 negative x1. So now we have to plug in the values for y2, y1 in numerator. For y2 we have 10, for y1 we have 6. Then we get 10 negative 6 in numerator. And x2 negative x1 means 2 negative 1. So 10 negative 6 is 4, 4 over 1, which becomes 4. So the slope of the linear function is 4. Okay, now we can write the linear function in slope beta form, that is y equals to mx positive b. So here the value of m is 4x positive b. Okay, still we need to find the value of the y-intercept b. For that, we have to use one of the points in the table. Again, we can use the first point 1 comma 6 over here in this equation to get the value of b. That is, we have to plug in 1 for x and 6 for y into this equation to get the value of b. So let me do it. So 6 for y and 1 for x. Okay, 6 equals to 4 times 1 is 4, positive b. So we can subtract 4 from both sides. So 4 negative 4 will cancel out. 6 negative 4 will become 2, positive b. Okay, now I got the equation. I got the linear function, that is y equals to 4x positive. For b, we can plug in 2. And here y can be replaced by f of x because we assumed y for f of x over here. So now we can replace this y by f of x. Then the linear function we get over here is f of x equal to 4x positive 2. Okay, now I got the linear function. So based on the values over here in the table. Okay, our aim is to get the value of f of 10. So we can plug in 10 for x. On the right side also, we can plug in 10 for this x. Positive 2. F of 10 is equal to 4 times 10 is 40. Positive 2. F of 10 is equal to 40 plus 2 is 42. Okay, so in both the ways, I got the same value for f of 10, that is 42. So the correct answer choice for this question is option C.